The topic that we are going to discuss today is properties of integers. So let's have here, I will discuss to you. First one is the closure property. So what is this closure property? If a and b are integers, then a plus b or a minus b and ab is also integers. So let's have here, for example, 12 and negative 4 are integers. So you have 12 plus negative 4 equals negative. This one is positive 8. Okay? This one is positive 8. Another one we have here. Example, negative 4 minus 12, you have negative 16. Then, negative 4 times positive 12, that is negative 48. Then, 12 divided by negative 4, that is equal to negative 3. So, these are the examples of closure property. Another one is commutative properties. So, let A and B be integers. So, the commutative property of addition, or CPA, if A plus B can be B plus A. So, let's for example, 3 plus 4 equals 4 plus 3. Another one, if we are going to rearrange them, the same answer will come out. Next, commutative property of multiplication, or what we call the CPM. A times B equals B times A. So, as you can see, you are going to rearrange A times B, and the second one B times A. The same answer will come out. Okay, like for example, 4 times 8 is equal to 8 times 4. So they are equal since their answers 32. So these properties tells us that the order in which numbers are added or multiplied does not change the sum or product. Another one is the associative properties. Let A and B and C represent integers. So associative property of addition. Let's have here, as you can see, we have our group, right? So it is being grouped by our parentheses. So let's say A plus B plus C equals A plus B plus C. So you have there 2 plus 6 plus 1 equals 2 plus 6 plus 1. Then we have the same answer will do if you have 8 plus 1 equals 2 plus 7. So that is equal to 9. Another one is the associative property of multiplication. This is CPM. We have A times B times C equals A times B times C. So you have there 2 times 3 times 5 equals 2 times 3 times 5. So if you have 6 times 5, the same answer if you have 2 times 15. So that is 30. So that is an associative property of multiplication. The property states that the way in which addends or factors are grouped does not change the sum or product. Another one is the distributive property of multiplication over addition or subtraction. Let A, B, and C represent integers. So A times B plus C equals A times B plus A times C. So you say A plus B times C equals C times A. So plus C times B. So as you can see, we distribute this. Look at this one. As you can see, minumultiply lang po natin. That's 1, A to B, A times B, then A to C. So the same here, we have here A to C and C to B. So the same answer. We have here C times A and C times B. Okay? Let's take this example. 2 times 5 plus 7. So as you can see, we are going to use the distributive property. 2 times 5 That is, another one is 2 times 7. So you just copy the plus sign here. Then we have here, okay? So therefore, we have 10 plus 14. And that is 24. Another, okay, wait for a while. Let me back. So let's have another one. Identity properties. So for the identity property of addition, let's have our IPA, A plus 0, or any number if you are going to add to 0, so that the answer is the number. So you have there, 6 plus 0 is 6. Then 0 plus negative 3 is negative 3. So sa identity property of multiplication, our IPM, that is A times 1 equals A, or 1 times A is equal to A. So any number, if you are going to multiply to 1, that is equal to that number. Okay? So let's say, for example, 6 times 1, that is 6. Then 1 times negative 4, that is negative 4. Okay? So the number 0 is called the identity element for the addition. Then for the multiplication, 1 is also what we call as the multiplicative identity element for the multiplication. Let's have another, the inverse property. So we have there additive inverse for any integer a. There is a unique real number, negative a, such that a plus negative a equals 0. The negative a plus a equals to 0. We have there 3 plus negative 3 and negative 9 plus 9 equals to 0. The sum of two additive inverse is equal to 0. Next one, multiplicative inverse for any non-zero integer a. There is a unique real number, 1 over a, such that a over 1 times 1 over a. So like for example, so take note for this, inverse property of this. Inverse meaning to say, you are going to find the reciprocal. So like for example, 1, 6. So pagbalik-tarin natin yan, that is 6 over 1. So therefore, 1 times 6, that is 6. Okay? Then, 6 divided by 6, that is equal to 1. So ito yung sagot natin. Another example, negative 8 times 1a, that is equal to negative 1. So the product of two multiplicative inverse of reciprocals of the given number is always equal to 1. Okay, so they're negative 1 or positive 1. Another one is rules for converting fractions. Divide the denominator into the numerator. Give your answer to the specified number of decimal places requested in the question information. So how you are going to convert now fraction to decimal? So sa ginawa po natin ay i-divide lang po natin. Take note, our numerator will be our dividend. Then our divisor is our denominator. Okay? So take note for that. So as you can see, we only divide 3 divided by 5 cannot be. So you add 0. And then, and so on. So you come up with the answer. So our answer here is 0.6. Okay, then 2 divided by 8, that is 0.25. Another example, rules for converting fractions. The same, this is what we call as the repeating fraction, the repeating decimal. So since we have here 3, as you can see, we have 3 is the number which is the repeating digits. So only 3 digits, hanggang 3 digits lang po tayo. So for this time, we have here class 1/3. So 1 divided by 3, that is, cannot be. So just add 0. So you have there 3.33. So you just add ventilum on the top. That means that is the repeating decimals. Okay? So when you are dividing and since that the number repeats, you can use that ellipsis. Ellipsis class yung 3 dots dyan to indicate that the quotient doesn't end. So ibig sabihin, endless. So hindi siya natatapos. That is what we call as the ellipsis means. Okay? Another one here is the rules of converting fractions again. So from the previous examples, let's have the terminating decimal, and we have there 1/2. So terminating meaning to say plus, mayroon siyang ano, you can stop. Okay? So 1 divided by 2, that is 0.5. Another one is 3/4, so 0.75. Okay? They are what we call as terminating fractions. So if you're going to convert them into decimal, so the answer could be like this. Okay? Another one here is repeating decimal again. So as you can see here, so how can we convert them into this decimal? So it's like this. So you're going to divide, diba? So last previous example. You just simply divide them and then write a vinculum on the top to find out that this one is repeating decimal. Okay? So a bar called the vinculum is placed above the repeating block. Another one is that, let us try this one. So change the following fractions to decimal. So just simply divide 3 divided by 10. Okay, 35. So as you can see, class, this one, the denominators have zeros. So for this time, so you just move the decimal from right to left. So as you can see, just pag 10 yung ating denominator, isa yung 0 natin, the denominator is 10, you just move one place to going to the left. Then, therefore, this is 0.3. You just add 0 in front of the decimal point, and that is 0.3. Another one is 35 over 100. This one, move the decimal from the right to left. Okay? Ayan. And then, you have their 0.35. Then, again, we have 123 over 1,000. We just move 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So therefore, our answer is 0.123. Just write 0 in front of the decimal point. That is 0.123. Now, changing decimal to fraction. This one class here, convert 0.25 to a fraction. So at this time, you just rewrite the decimal as fraction with a denominator of 1. Okay? So as you can see, 0.25 over 1. And then you have there 1. This for our decimal class, the first digit that is tenths is the place value. So this one tenths, hundredths. So 25 is in a hundredths place value. Therefore, we are going to multiply this into 100. So as you can see, times this, multiply this to 100. So that is 25 over 100. Simplify. So you have to reduce this to the lowest term. So our answer would be 1/4. Okay? Next number. How you are going to change now recurring decimals to fractions. So let's have here, let x recurring decimal. So recurring meaning the repeating digit. The number of recurring digits, multiply the recurring decimal by 10, subtract 1 from 3, and then solve for x. Let's have here for example, 0.77. As you can see, we have one digit as a recurring digit. So, isa po yung inuulit dyan. So, let n be the number. 0.777. Okay. So, multiply both sides by 10. So, 7.77. So, this one is tenths. So, multiply this one by 10. Okay. So, you have there 10n is equal to 7.77. Subtract n. Okay, saan galing yung n? This one. So let's have here, understood that there is 1 as our numerical coefficient. 10 minus 1, then 7.77 minus 0.77. So this one here, 9 minus 1 is 9n. So this one will be cancelled. So let's have here 7. So eliminate this. We are going to divide both sides by 9 since our 9 is the numerical coefficient here. Okay, so therefore, and now is 7 over 9. So this is our final answer. Another example, point 13, 13, 13. So, 2 recurring digits. So, dalawang number po yung nauulit. Let n be the number. Since there are 2 recurring digits, so we are going to multiply this to 100. So, let's have here, multiply to 100. So, this is 100n. Okay? 100n is equal to 13.1313. Then, subtract n. So, understood that there is 1 here. 100 minus 1, that is 99n. So, cancel this 1. Okay, so that is 13. So, divide both sides by 99. And then, our n now is 13 over 99. That is your final answer. Okay, another example. Let's say you have there 1.25656, 2 recurring digit again. So, let n be the number. Okay, and then multiply both sides by 100. So, ito, we are going to multiply this to 100. So, therefore, you have there 100n is equal to 125.6565. So, after multiplying to 100. Now, subtract this n. So, understood that there is 1 here. Okay, understood that there is 1 here. So, 100 minus 1, that is 99n. 125.6565 minus 1.2565. So, this one here would be 0. So, 124.4. After that, divided by both sides now. Divide both sides by 99. Okay. So, therefore, our end now is 124.4 over 99. Or 1,244 over 990. Just simply multiply this into 10. Okay? So that we can come up with this. So, kailangan wala po tayong decimal sa ating numerator. Okay? So, this is our final answer.